Hey guys, Saga here, and it's time we talk about Genji. So I'm sure by now everyone knows that Genji's getting nerfed, and to hear Seagull talk about it, the biggest nerf is to his mobility rather than his combo.
I don't know. You can't just go all in anymore because you don't have the mobility to actually move around to fight. So they kind of remove your mobility a lot. That's the biggest nerf. I mean, the combo removal and other stuff's big, but it's not that huge of a nerf. The biggest nerf is by far a triple jump.
I, for what it's worth, agree with him. However, it was the combo nerf that upset me more than the triple jump, because it sets a principle, like one that I'm seeing a pattern in, one that I don't like. I think lag cancel combos in general are just something that's good for the game. It's interesting, it's unique, and a lot of characters make use of them all the time, and they're satisfying to do. It feels good to physically do them on your keyboard and mouse. As Genji in particular, it gives you something to land, something to figure out when to land, and your Genji will improve when you figure out when it's a time to go in for the combo and when it's time not to. Every single time you land it, it feels satisfying. It's one of those repetitive, pleasing actions that you can do every game and is satisfying to land every time. Now, I come from a fighting game background. In the past, I've played a ton of Third Strike and Blazblue and a myriad of other fighting games. And it dawned on me one day that part of what I like about fighting games is the repetition. Not repetition in matches, but rather repetition of doing something in the match that I've practiced many times. Like, you know, my combos, landing my moves, basically. I felt this again when I was playing StarCraft 2. As weird of a realization as this is, it's one of those things that you never quite shake once you realize it. That part of what I like is the repetition of doing something over and over, and the satisfaction of knowing when to do it and how to land it. Fast forward to Overwatch. Overwatch has got a ton of lag cancels. They're like teeny combos to me, and they seem to be intentionally designed. I mean, if you look at Roadhog's hook combo, which, you know, defines the character, is something that seems very intentionally built into the game, and it's like a series of lag cancels. There's at least 2 lag cancels that occur in there. Blizzard clearly knows about this and is clearly okay with it because, you know, Roadhog. And where I'm sure they saw nerfing his combo as a subtle way of reducing his damage, without, like, tweaking the values of each shuriken or, you know, his blade dash, for example. And, you know, it is a clever solution for that, I suppose, but it's absolutely the wrong way to go about it, because people like landing this combo, whether it's physically like it, like whether they realize they like it, or whether it's just like at a subconscious level. Hitting those buttons is pleasing. And knowing when to hit the buttons is the difference between a good Genji and a bad Genji, and the same as knowing when to reflect or knowing when to retreat. Look at Super Smash Bros. Melee. This is a game that's viewed as the best iteration of the Super Smash Bros. Series. Why? Because they've got this thing called wave dashing, where you can cancel the lag from jumping into a slide. And this enables all kinds of like extra combos and stuff you couldn't do otherwise, and it makes the game more mobile. Players hit more buttons, and players like hitting more buttons. Even if that's not how they would describe the game to you, even if somebody wouldn't say, oh, I like hitting buttons, so I like Super Smash Bros. Melee, it is something that they like. By making this same kind of change to dumb down or simplify or slow down Genji, it feels bad. Not just at an emotional level, but like physically bad to not be able to go in for the combo anymore. I remember when they made the changes to Widowmaker, and I was never upset about the damage. I thought her 150 damage body shot was a little bit much. One-shotting Tracers and at the time Zenyatta's was, you know, it felt really easy. I absolutely hated the change to her scope time. And I know they said that was unintentional and that they wanted to get rid of it because that's how they originally intended it, but she feels slower. I don't like any changes that make a character feel slower, and here in this patch you have both the mobility nerf and the combo, but I just feel like if you're gonna nerf Genji, you should nerf Genji. First off, you should nerf Genji in some way. I think that the special change, for example, is an excellent solution to Genji. But I don't think it should be like this. For the simple reason that I don't like any solution that makes a fast character feel slow. I mean, Genji's kind of the Illidan of this game, right? From Heroes of the Storm. Where if you're a skilled player, you can make him shine, and if you're not, he feels like a terrible character to play. Like, leave him fast, because fast, skilled players want to play Genji. People like hitting buttons. But when it comes to nerfing Genji...
Not like this. Not like this.